Today we're going to move on to the America's Next Top Model. Right. And then we have fun activity. We're going to learn about United States state names. Right. And listening challenge, you're going to have to identify state name from Miss USA's contest. Right. Now can compare two totally different things. Apple and oranges, right? And different in every respect. Night and day, right? Superficially different, but in essence not. When you say potato, same difference.
Anything fit with our...
Six of one, half of the other, a dozen of the other, right? And in writing we have a distinction without a difference. Okay. Right. And to enter into or join something eagerly and wholeheartedly. Right? You throw yourself into something. Seek comfort. You try to make oneself feel less sad. Take 5-6 solace in doing something. And cry really hard and loudly. Right? Bawl one's eyes out. Sweat a lot. Drip with sweat. Right? And get very wet. Right? Dripping wet. And avoid attracting attention to oneself. Right? Fly low under the radar. Keep low profile. To lay low or lie low. And attempt to explore and adventure into new unfamiliar type of activity. Foray into. Right? And go to a rich place. Right? To hit the gym, hit the road. And disadvantages and advantages. Right? Upside and downside. And when you have the advantage, more advantages than disadvantages, more upside and downside. Stop considering something as possibility, rule out. Right? And the method product used prove effective or successful. Try and true or try and test it. Do not know the result yet and want to see some result before making further decisions. Right, see where that leads. Okay. I do not know where that leads. Compete directly with each other head to head. Right, face off. And future have the potential of becoming something. Right, it should be and look good in picture perfect. Right, tend to look better in photo than person. Right, photogenic. Okay, the camera left someone. Okay, right. And stop you from doing something properly. Right, get in the way of. And get out one's intended route. Get out the way. And the person looked to by others example to be imitated. Okay, a role model. And people in the future will remember you because something impressive you did. Right, make history or go down history. Support someone and want them to win or succeed. Root for somebody. And the audience stands up to clap. Standing ovation. And it stays where one's strongest, most active or most successful. Right, in one's pride or past, one's pride. Right. Dismiss twice someone, force them to go away. Stand somebody parking. Right. And achieve good result a period of time. Pay off, right? And thoroughly, completely, inside and out, right? Okay, or inside out. And no matter how you may spend it, the truth is that we have a lot of structure this time. Right? Call it what you want. Make a public speech. Right? Speak out. Eliminate differences between different culture group. No, break down the barrier. Right? The most important things of goal in one's life, career. The reason I love and breathe. And try to go over the normal limit, do something creatively, something no one ever did before. Right? Stretch the boundaries or think outside the box. Okay? Right? Now we're going to move on to this one. It's going to be a very difficult show. Right? People talk a lot. Heavy accent and the speed is very fast. Từ những show này chỉ ta thấy là mỗi show nó đều khó theo một kiểu. Có show khó về từ vựng, có show khó về tốc độ, có show khó về cái chuyện là gì đấy. Nó rất pha tạp rất là nhiều loại âm thanh background và đến cái show cuối cùng người ta sẽ có tất cả mọi đặc điểm đấy. Nghe đỉnh cao của nghe. The last one, house. Đấy là một show về y học. Đúng rồi. Đấy. Action cực kỳ heavy, tốc độ nói cực kỳ mạnh, cực kỳ nhanh và đủ các loại từ chuyên môn. Ok, tôi cho các bạn đấy just for fun thôi. Let's see how hard it can be, you can get in a listening. Now, for this one, we don't have listening sheet. Just listen and identify structure. Just hold on a bit. Okay, let's get started with this one. State name. Yeah.
But I hope you guys came ready to impress. But I hope you guys came ready to impress.
Right, I hope you guys came to impress
Your photographer today.
your photographer today. Okay, right. Who's that photographer?
Someone you kind of worked with before.
Someone who you kind of worked with before.
Miss Tyra Banks.
Right, so Tyra Banks herself is going to be a photographer for today. Right, okay. Remember photograph, that photographer. Right. Nhớ người ta xoa đâu trong nhung này. Đấy, không phải là photographer đâu nhé, photographer. Okay. So the first one gonna be shot sound. Okay. But photograph. Okay. The other way around.
Hi guys! I'm so excited. I'm going to be photographing you guys for the second time.
Alright, so I'm gonna photograph you guys for second time. Again, photographer, photograph. Okay. Alright.
Now this is the first time that I've ever done this in Top Model history.
Alright, the first time I ever done it in the top model history.
And it's because you guys inspired me.
Because you guys inspire me.
You're absolutely beautiful.
Well, you know,
Alright.
you guys are standing in the middle of one of the many sugarcane fields here in Hawaii. Once
Right, so they are standing in the middle of one of many sugar cane in Hawaii.
the Hawaiians started growing sugarcane commercially,
Right, when Hawaii start what?
once the Hawaiians started growing sugarcane
Right, start to grow sugar cane
commercially, they
commercially.
realized they needed a larger workforce.
They realize they need a lot of workforce. Right,
So as a result, people from all over the world,
okay, so as a result, people from all over
all the different countries,
different countries.
immigrated here to get jobs.
Got that?
The world of different countries immigrated here
And emigrated here to get jobs.
to get jobs.
So what happens when men and women from different places come together?
Alright, so what happened when men and women come together from different places, come together?
You get?
Babies!
Alright, so we have babies.
Lots of babies that are from different cultures.
Alright, so a lot of babies from a different, again, culture. Alright, not culture, culture.
Lots of babies that are from different cultures. A mix.
So we have a mix,
It's
right?
called what?
Hapa. Hapa means half in Hawaiian.
Alright, so hapa means half in Hawaiian.
Do you guys know the most famous hapa in the world?
Alright, who is the most famous hapa in the world right now? Everyone know this one. Something to do with the United States? And he's gonna step down very soon. Yeah, Barack Obama, right?
President Barack Obama!
Yeah. That's right. And you know what? For today's photo shoot, you girls are going to undergo a transformation and actually have to portray.
Right?
That's right. And you know what? For today's photo shoot,
So for today, right, photo shoot,
you girls are going to undergo a transformation.
right? You girl have to undergo a transformation, right?
And actually have to portray,
and actually had to what?
gonna undergo a transformation and actually have to portray.
Right. And remember this one. A lot of people pronounce this one incorrectly. Sorry. Right. So what does it mean when you say portray? Right. Describe. Ê, từ này không đọc là portray các bạn nhé. Chúng ta sound đầu tiên. Okay. Right. So it's portray. Okay. Right. Đọc từ này không đúng là nhiều khi không nghe được nói cái gì.
Gonna undergo a transformation and actually have to portray.
Đấy, ngay ở cái từ transformation này, chúng ta nhớ là người ta xoa ở đâu? Đấy. Như vậy không phải đọc là transformation mà người ta đọc là gì đấy? Transformation. Để chúng ta hay bị nhầm bởi vì động từ người ta đọc là transform. Nhưng mà là sang danh từ thì lập tức nó thành gì đấy? Transformation. Ok. Cũng giống như vậy, transportation, nó transportation nhé. Transportation. Okay.
Undergo a transformation and actually have to portray two very different distinct races.
Right, so two very different distinct races. Okay.
Laura, you're gonna be Mexican and Greek.
Right, so she's going to be Mexican and Greek. And she got kind of sunburn, right? So it looked like that, like a red monkey's butt.
I'm Greek and Mexican, which are totally different. How freaking cool is that?
Aaron, you're going to be Tibetan.
What's that?
Aaron, you're going to be Tibetan.
Right. And so you know how to pronounce that one, right? So we pronounce this one is Tibet, right? Chứ không phải là Tibet nhé. Tibet means Tây Tạng, right? And the adjective is going to be Tibetan. Okay. Tibetan.
Aaron, you're going to be Tibetan, like the Dalai Lama.
And like a Dalai Lama, Lama, whatever. Dalai Lama. Okay. Right.
You're going to be Tibetan, like the Dalai Lama.
I don't know anything about Tibet.
Alright, I don't know anything about Tibet.
Like the Dalai Lama.
I don't know anything about Tibet. I have very vague knowledge of Tibet,
I have a very vague knowledge of that.
except that it needs to be freed.
What's that?
I have very vague knowledge of Tibet, except that it needs to be freed.
Except that it needs to be free. Và tôi không biết gì về nước này trừ khi là nó đang cần được giải phóng. Tibet.
And
What's that one? Egyptian.
Egyptian?
Egyptian. Sunday, you're going to be Moroccan.
Right? Right. Remember how to pronounce the country's name, right? Morocco. Nó thường một chữ R, okay. Right? And Moroccan. Right. Đấy, chúng ta được đọc là Morocco, Maroc hay là Morocco, đúng không? Này, Morocco, okay. Moroccan. Okay.
Sunday, you're going to be Moroccan and Russian.
Russian. They get so excited, like they know something about that.
You are going to be Native American and
Right, so she's going to be Native American. That means Red Indian.
East Indian.
And East Indian. Đấy, tức là vừa là Ấn Độ châu Á, vừa là Ấn Độ của gì đấy? Của châu Mỹ, đúng không? Red Indians.
Jennifer, you're going to be Botswanan
I see she's going to be Botswanan,
and Polynesian.
Polynesian.
Oh my God. And last but not least, Nicole,
Right, last but not least, right, Nicole,
you are going to be Malagasy
Madagascar,
and Japanese.
Japanese.
The outfit is not necessarily what people...
Right.
The outfit is not...
Japanese.
The outfit...
Alright. So what does it mean outfit? What's the difference between outfit and clothes? Outfit is kind of a complete set of clothes. Tức là chúng ta phải phối nó thành một bộ rồi thì người ta mới gọi nó là gì đấy? Outfit. Đấy, khi mà chúng ta phối đồ người ta thì nói là put together an outfit. Đấy. Đấy, do you know how to put together an outfit? Đấy, chúng ta phải có gu thẩm mỹ đúng không? Đấy, còn không chúng ta theo cái kiểu là có cái gì thì mặc cái đó thôi. Còn có người là phải nhìn từ trên lên đầu, dép phải đi với dép gì, phải đi với gì đấy, tất gì đúng không? Phải đi underwear gì đấy. Tóm lại, put together an outfit. Okay.
Japanese. The outfit is not necessarily what people of that culture are wearing now.
Alright, so it's not necessarily. You see how it's pronounced the word necessarily.
Necessarily.
Right.
The outfit is not necessarily what people of that culture are wearing now.
So it's not necessarily what the people of that culture is wearing now.
Nicole, this is Malagasy in Japanese. It might not even be a necessary exact of what they've worn even in the past.
It may not necessarily exact what they want in the past. So the clothes is not what people are wearing now. It's not what people are wearing in the past. So what kind of clothes are going to be? So it's more like interpretation, right? Does that mean when I make some clothes for Vietnamese, I didn't make anything that Vietnamese already wear, right, or wore in the past? I just make something that when you look at that, it reminds you of Vietnam. Can you think of something, anything? Đấy, làm sao ta thiết kế được một cái bộ quần áo mà người Việt chưa từng mặc, nhưng mà nhìn vào đấy người ta phải biết đấy là Việt Nam nữa. How can you do that? Đấy. Đó là lý do tại sao ta cần đến nhà thiết kế thế.
Exact of what they've worn even in the past. It's a fashion interpretation.
Right? So it's a fashion interpretation, right? It depends on how you understand about Vietnamese culture. You're going to make some kind of clothes reflect that kind of understanding. Okay, right.
Of it. Oh, that's really beautiful.
Right. So they're going to put the model in blackface. Remember this one?
Her makeup is definitely a long process today.
Just make sure she's evenly coated and there's no spots.
All of us girls have to be painted and plastered
Right, so all the girls have to be painted and plastered
with different colors.
with different colors.
I mean, it's gonna suck to have to scrub it off later.
It's gonna suck to have to scrub it off later, right? Sau này mà cọ rửa mới là kinh.
I mean, it's gonna suck to have to scrub it off later.
Okay, let's just start. One more slide. One more squint. Chin up, chin up, chin up, chin up. A little less posy. Think about Egypt. The people, what they've been through. Do we get hazel? Instead of blue. Ready? Nice, Laura. Laura was Mexican and Grecian, and in the beginning of her shot, the styling just kind of looked too like on the nose.
Right, so in the beginning of her shot, what happened?
Laura was Mexican and Grecian, and in the beginning of her shot,
Right, in the beginning of the shot,
the styling just
the styling.
Mexican and Grecian, and in the beginning of her shot, the styling just kind of looked too like on the nose.
So the styling looked kind of what?
The styling just kind of looked too like on the nose.
Right, on the nose. Right, when you say something's on the nose, that means it's absolutely correct or exact, right? Or exact reflection of something. Đó là hoàn toàn chính xác. Đúng không? So is it a good thing? In this case, no, it's not. Right? Remember, they don't want to try something that look exactly like something in real life. They try something that have fashion interpretation. Right? Cho nên cái gì mà nhìn giống đời thật quá thì nó lại làm sao? Không ổn, đúng không? Nhưng mà khi mà chúng ta làm bài kiểm tra mà you got the results on the nose, that means a good thing, right? Còn việc absolutely correct.
The styling just kind of looked too like on the nose. It didn't have a fashion interpretation.
Right? It didn't have fashion interpretation.
You go back to front. Oh, that
So she tried to change something.
looks chicer.
Now I'm going to try something else. Okay, I like it when you're brutally honest.
What the model says?
Okay, I like it when you're brutally honest.
I like it when you are.
Okay, I like it when you're brutally honest.
Right? When you are brutally honest with me. Right? You know what does it mean brutal, right? Right. So what does it mean when you say somebody is brutally honest? That means they are honest in a way that may hurt other people. Right? Okay. So when you're brutally honest, you're honest in a way that may hurt other people. Đây là chúng ta lịch sự, đây là chúng ta thẳng thắn yêu cước mà nó phũ, chính xác là phũ đấy, gây tổn thương những người khác. Brutally. But the mom will say, I like it when you're brutally honest with me. Just tell me the truth, right?
Okay, I like it when you're brutally honest. Okay, I'm not loving it. Oh,
So I'm not loving it, right?
okay.
Not loving it, not hating it. Remember your Vegas shot was something.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm looking.
Right? Because in the past she performed really well. Look at her previous shot, right? She wants something like that. Okay.
What's that?
I am looking for that kind of thing.
Yes.
Like, when Laura said, Tyra, I want you to be brutally honest with me, I told her the truth.
So I told her the truth.
And then she broke out of the rut.
What's that?
I told her the truth, and then she broke out of the rut.
It's very easy to understand when she does something like that, right? Okay. I wish if native speaker every time they use an idiom, they're gonna do the clapping thing like that.
Told her the truth, and then she broke out of the rut.
Right? Okay, to understand this one, first you need to know what does it mean to be stuck in the rut. Right? Right? When you're stuck in a rut, what does it mean? That means everyday life becomes the same to you, like the routine, nothing new, nothing exciting about that. Right? So you just do the same thing over and over again. Right? That's stuck in the rut. Tức là đời chúng ta bị đi vào cái vòng gì đấy, luẩn quẩn, không có gì mới, chả có gì thú vị, đúng không? Ngày nào như ngày nào. So that's why you have to break out the rut, right? Or get out the rut, right? Right? And you know what does it mean, right? So you try something more challenging, something new, something more exciting, right? To get out the rut or break out the rut. So basically, you have to get out of your comfort zone as well, right? One of the reasons why you want to go study abroad is because it's going to help you to get out of the rut. Anybody feel like they are stuck in the rut in Hanoi right now? Okay, so it's time to try to break out the rut. Right? Okay. And this is your first step, right, to do that.
Told her the truth, and then she broke out of the rut.
Right, she broke out the rut. I didn't see any changes, but okay. Polynesian and Botswana, whatever. Right.
The transformation is frightening. My skin's really dark, and I've always wondered what I look like as a different race. In the end, it all came together, and I feel like I really looked exotic.
I feel like I look really.
I feel like I really looked exotic.
Right, look exotic. Right. Yeah. So when they say exotic, that means really strange, right? Weird, unusual. Okay. Nhìn rất là gọi là kỳ lạ. Không gọi là gì nhỉ? Kỳ quái cũng là kỳ quái, nhìn nó rất là dị, đúng rồi, chính xác. Trông rất dị. Exotic. Like someone here.
I feel like I really looked exotic. Hey!
You can almost do it this way, just to show you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And then seeing that is great. Now, I like your shapes. Nigel doesn't, but I do, so I want to see the famous Nicole shapes that you do. Work it out. Hold it. Nice. Beautiful. Chin up. I don't even know who this girl is. Who is this girl? I should have recognized her. I need a little bit more H2T. What does that mean?
H2T mean, guys? Right. Can you just... Right, H2T mean head to toe. Right, okay. So when you say head to toe, that means every point in your body, right? Từ đầu đến chân.
Head to toe. Head to toe modeling. Nice. Hold it. We're going to bring her hair down now, and we're going to put the thing on her neck. Beautiful, beautiful. You did that ball.
Em nhìn xem bên kia bao nhiêu độ em? Ok, em tăng lên cho tôi 1 độ đi.
More wind. Gorgeous.
I love that shot.
Who's that supposed to be? Yep.
Who's that supposed to be?
that charm.
Who was that supposed to be? Jennifer, come on.
He didn't even recognize her, right? With that kind of makeup.
Come here, girl. Oh, look at you. You have a lot of makeup on, so everyone needs you to push through.
Now that it's only 6 girls, there's definitely a lot more pressure to get out like a lot of good photos.
It looks like she can kill you just by looking, right? Okay.
Did you make more shapes with your body?
Right, can you do more shape with your body?
Jennifer was a mess. I was
Right, so she was a what?
shapes with your body. Jennifer was a mess.
Right, she was a mess, right? Okay.
I was uninspired. I was actually.
Right, I was uninspired by her.
Jennifer was a mess. I was uninspired. I was actually panicking.
I actually panicking.
Can we try to think on her head like this? Jennifer, you can do so much better than this.
Right, you can do so much better than this.
Jennifer, you can do so much better than this. Not the girl that I shot that was lying on the floor and breathing.
Again, her previous shot.
You know, in Botswana, that music is heard everywhere.
Right, and then the trainer give her some tips, right?
Botswana, that music.
On the floor and breathing.
You know, in Botswana, that music is heard everywhere you go.
Right, okay, so in Botswana, that music is heard everywhere you go. Right, that kind of music, the background music.
Just bringing in a little bit of that beat.
Right, just what?
Everywhere you go. Just bringing in a little bit of that beat.
Right, just bring in a little bit of that beat. Right, tức là cố gắng nghĩ về cái âm nhạc đó.
It'll register on your face.
It'll what?
Just bringing in a little bit of that beat. It'll register on your face.
Right, it'll register on your face. Right. So what does it mean when you say some emotion register on your face? Right. When you say an emotion register on your face, that means your face shows that kind of emotion. Đó. Tức là nét mặt chúng ta thể hiện cái tình cảm đó. Đấy. Ví dụ như là niềm vui lộ rõ trên nét mặt cô ấy thì người ta sẽ nói là gì? Joy registers on her face or in her face. Right? Okay. Right. Đấy, đây là một cách nói để thể hiện là gì đấy? Để nét mặt chúng ta lộ rõ cái gì? Cái này các bạn có thể sử dụng cả trong văn viết và văn nói.
Just bringing in a little bit of that beat, it'll register on your face.
Botswana!
I can hear it.
Polynesia! Not me.
Right, so somehow you think about that music and then your face shows that kind of culture. I don't really get this one. Okay? Right. So like when you are wearing Vietnamese clothes, you have to think about Bèo Giặt, Mê Trôi, whatever. Do you think that you want to look Vietnamese, more Vietnamese then? To me, she looks the same.
Nice. There she is. There's the girl that's for the top 6. Hear the music. Oh, hold it. Okay, nice.
I don't see any changes, right? Okay, she still look like a lock.
Beautiful. You look gorgeous. Sit up. Look at the eagle. It's flying, flying. Eagle's not there. Eagle's up here. Eagle's flying. Eagle's soar.
Right, so try to be like an eagle, right? You can be that back. Eagle, what?
Eagle's not there. Eagle's up here. Eagle's flying. Eagle's soar.
Right, eagle soar, right? Tức là do you know what does it mean soar, right? Right, when you fly upright, okay? Tức là đấy, nếu mà đóng đại bàng nó phải làm sao nó mới vươn lên thẳng như thế, okay? Soar.
Flying. Eagle's not there. Eagle's up here. Eagle's flying. Eagle's soar.
Yes.
Nice. Hold it. Yeah.
I think you actually perfectly embody Native American and Indian. Now pick up the energy, make it really high fashion.
Right? The problem is what?
Now pick up the energy.
Pick up the energy, right? She looked a little bit too calm, right? So she had to pick up the energy.
Make it really high fashion.
Right? Make it really high fashion.
Sunday was Moroccan and Russian.
And this one is Moroccan and Russian, right?
Sunday was given the Russian nationality because of that strong bone structure that she has.
Right? Because she has a strong bone structure. Right? Người mẫu là phải có cái gì đấy? Gò má cao đấy hả, đúng không? Sát chồng à? Okay, whatever.
Nice. Sunday, that is your life.
Oh, that's pretty good. Next. Sunday was probably the biggest surprise for.
Alright, so for him, right, she is the big surprise, the biggest surprise.
Next. Sunday was probably the biggest surprise for me. She's been pretty, so-so.
Alright, she's been pretty so-so, just kind of meh, right?
Today, she nailed it.
But today,
Pretty, so-so. Today, she nailed it.
she Right? She nailed it. Right? So when you say that somebody nailed something, what does it mean? Right? In spoken language, it means you knock it out the park, right? Or you take it out the park. Right? You perform really, right? Really well. You nailed it. Right? Right? Thế đi thi về mà tớ thi tốt là I nailed it. Okay.
Pretty, so-so. Today, she nailed it.
So now is a judging session.
Aloha. Aloha. We've got Mr. Nigel Barker, noted fashion photographer.
What kind of voice that one? Right? That sort of a baby talk, đúng không? Này, okay. Oh, baby voice. Để các cô cứ nghĩ là rất nhiều cô nghĩ là đấy mình cứ nói cái giọng đấy thì nghe nó rất là gì đấy, nữ tính hiểu điệu, đúng không? Anh dạo này thế nào? Nghe. Nhưng mà thực ra là nghe rất kinh. Nghe. So don't. Nghe.
Joe Barker, noted fashion photographer.
Aloha.
Miss J. Alexander, runway
Right. This is a he, right? But he prefer that we call her she, right? So Miss J. Yeah. She's a runner, runway coaching, right?
diva coach extraordinaire.
Mahalo, girls, mahalo.
And we have Kirsty Hume. Kirsty Hume is a supermodel. And
She's actually a supermodel, right?
Kirsty has been on the covers of Elle magazine, Harper's Bazaar, and Vogue. Are we ready to get started? Okay. On that note, Jennifer,
What's that? Remember, on that note, right? We don't say regarding in speaking, we say on that note.
On that note, Jennifer, please step forward. So, the girls were representing something in Hawaii called hapa.
Right? Something in Hawaiian called hapa.
Hapa means half. Half one race, half another race. So what hapa were you representing?
Botswana and Polynesia.
So let's see your best shot.
First thing I see.
Do you like this one? No. Nobody actually look better than in real life, right? Yeah.
Shot.
First thing I see is Botswana. It is almost sort of National Geographic.
Right, so it's like a National Geographic, right? What the lady says? What the black lady says?
National Geographic. National Geographic.
Right? Sit down.
Geographic.
Right. Nghe đấy, ít nhất là cái từ mouse cuối cùng đó. Yeah, if you know the idiom, you can guess this one. Right?
National Geographic.
Right? You took the words right out of my mouth. Right? What does it mean when it say that somebody takes the word right out of your mouth? Does that mean they just said something exactly the same as what we are going to say? Right? Yeah. When somebody takes the words right out of your mouth, right? They just said something exactly the same as what you are going to say. Tức là chúng ta vừa định nói câu gì người ta nói mất rồi. Đấy, thì mình mới bảo là you took the word right out of my mouth. Đấy. Tức là ông kia nói là gì đấy, nhìn một cái là biết ngay là Botswana, đúng không? Thì ông kia bảo là you nailed it, you took the words right out of my mouth.
National Geographic. But ultimately, when I look at this photograph, I sort of see this beautiful, interesting woman that I want to know, but it doesn't necessarily scream model to me.
Đấy, tất cả các chat đều có heavy accent. This one's the British one.
Woman that I want to know. I sort of see this beautiful, interesting woman that I want to know.
Right, so I sort of see a beautiful, interesting woman I want to know.
But it doesn't necessarily scream model to me.
But it doesn't seem to scream model to me. Tức là mình nhìn cô thì đẹp nhưng mà không có vai dáng là gì đấy, người mẫu, đúng không? Okay. We can tell, right? We are not expert on this one.
Woman that I want to know, but it doesn't necessarily scream model to me.
The only thing I would say is the angle on your body is perhaps not as flattering as it could be.
The angle of your body is not as flattering as it could be.
Body is perhaps not as flattering as it could be. But other than that, I think you look absolutely stunning.
Right? Other than that, you look absolutely what?
It could be. But other than that, I think you look absolutely stunning.
Right? Stunning. Right. So when you say that somebody looks stunning, what does it mean? Right? Stunning means when they are look attractive in a very obvious way, right? In a very attention-catching way. Right. Tức là chúng ta đẹp một cách gọi là gì đấy? Đập ngay vào mắt. Stunning. Nghĩ lớp chúng ta đa phần là đẹp thầm lặng, đúng không? Này, đây là stunning.
It could be. But other than that, I think you look absolutely stunning.
Well,
Sunburn get even worse with this one.
what Hapa were you portraying?
I was Mexican and Greek.
I look at the shot, I do not see you.
Right? The most phenomenal thing about this one is when they look at the shot, they didn't see the model, right? She looked totally different. You can tell, right?
That being said, on the close-up, it's stunning.
Right? It's stunning. Okay. So I like this picture a lot as well. Especially it's so different from the real life, the reality.
The face is really beautiful.
I really love
And look at her, right? And look at that picture. It's two different persons.
it. I think it's beautiful and it's quite a transformation.
Right? It's quite a transformation, right? Okay.
Up next is Aaron. So what Hapa were you
I
portraying?
was Tibetan and Egyptian.
So Tibetan and Egyptian.
Interesting. What were you thinking at the time? What was your inspiration?
Right? So what do you think at that time? What's your inspiration? Yeah. They want to know.
Interesting. What were you thinking at the time? What was your inspiration?
Honestly, I don't know anything about Tibet.
Right? Honestly, I don't know anything about Tibetan.
What was your inspiration?
Honestly, I don't know anything about Tibet except that people want to free it.
Right? Except that people want to free it. Okay. Biết nhiều hơn người khác rồi.
Anything about Tibet except that people want to free it. So I didn't really have an emotion in my head at that point.
Right? So I don't have an emotion in my head at that point.
Maybe you could have done something
Right? So that's why she looked kind of empty. Right? There's no thought there. Okay.
a little stronger.
Can't always fall back on how beautiful and pretty you are.
What's that?
Stronger.
Can't always fall back on how beautiful and pretty you are.
You can always what?
Stronger.
Can't always fall back on how beautiful and pretty you are.
So we have you can always, we have beautiful and pretty you are. What comes in between?
Stronger.
Can't always fall back on how beautiful and pretty you are.
Right? You can always fall back on. Right? How beautiful and pretty you are. Okay. So what does it mean when I say fall back on something? That you rely too much on something, right? When you fall back on something, you depend or rely too much on that kind of thing. You don't try hard anymore. Right? Tức là trong tiếng Việt chúng ta dịch cái câu này là ỷ lại. Đúng không? Cô không thể cứ ỷ mãi vào cái gì đấy, cái sắc đẹp tự nhiên của cô được, cái hàm ý như thế, đúng không? Đấy. Tức là cứ tưởng là đẹp cái là chụp ảnh cái là đẹp thôi. Okay. You need to try something else as well. Đấy. Cái từ này trong nhiều trường hợp nó mang cái sắc thái khá là negative so với từ count on hoặc là gì đấy, rely on. Đấy. Tức là hàm ý là chúng ta quá ỷ vào cái gì đấy, chúng ta không còn cố gắng nữa rồi, đúng không? Okay. Fall back on. Đấy. You rely too much on something, you don't try hard anymore.
Stronger.
Can't always fall back on how beautiful and pretty you are. You photograph very well.
Right? You photograph very well,
Time and time again.
time and time again.
But now you've got to deliver the edge. And
Right? But now you gotta what?
time again. But now you've got to deliver the edge.
What comes before the edge?
Time and time again. But now you've got to deliver the edge.
Right? Now we got to deliver the edge. Đấy. Nhớ là chữ từ này chúng ta đọc xoa âm đầu tiên. Đấy. Và nhấn âm thứ hai. Đấy, chứ đọc là deliver mà deliver, right? So deliver the edge. So what does it mean when we talk about the edge in this case? The edge mean innovation, đúng không? Tức là phải có một cái sự đột phá. Đấy. Chứ còn đẹp thì cô vẫn đẹp rồi, nhưng mà bây giờ cô phải có một cái sự đột phá lên. The edge.
Time again. But now you've got to deliver the edge. And in a shot like this, where's the power in the eyes?
Right? Where's the power in the eye? Right? She looks like just.
It's a beautifully boring picture.
It's a beautifully boring picture. Bức tranh đẹp một cách gì đấy, buồn tẻ.
power in the eyes.
It's a beautifully bored picture, if it makes sense.
It makes sense. Of course, it makes sense.
Okay, thank you, Erin. Up next is Brittany.
Hello.
Hello, Brittany. Okay, so what Hapa were you?
I was half East Indian, half Native American.
Very stoic.
Very what?
Native American.
Very stoic.
Right, very stoic. Right. It's kind of big word. Right. So when you say that something or somebody is very stoic, that means they are very still, right? Calm and static. Tức là họ hơi bị làm sao? Bình tĩnh, bất động, đúng không? Này, nó không có, nhìn nó không có sức sống. Này, stoic. Yeah. Very calm. Yeah. And collected, calm and collected.
Half Native American.
Very stoic. I don't necessarily see a lot of energy here.
Right, so he didn't see a lot of energy there. Right, somehow they say that high fashion means you have to bring energy into the shot. I'm not sure what does it mean, but maybe you look like you're alive, right? In that kind of shot or whatever. Yeah.
Stoic. I don't necessarily see a lot of energy here.
It's beautiful, but I almost feel like you're being overpowered by the sari and the headdress.
Right, you are what?
Powered by the sari. Feel like you're being overpowered.
Right, you are overpowered by. Right, what does it mean when she say that the model is overpowered by her clothes? That means look at the picture, they don't see the model, right? Okay. The clothes is more impressive than herself. But I think that's the purpose, right? Sure.
But I almost feel like you're being overpowered by the sari
Right, that sari, right? That dress
and the headdress.
and that headdress.
Okay, thanks, Brittany. Thank you. Up next is Sunday. So what Hapa were you representing?
I was Moroccan and Russian.
Let me see before Nigel does. It's that same face, the same angle.
Right, the problem with this model is the same face, the same angle, right? She always looked like that in every picture.
But I do find that you photographed short.
Right, but you do find you photograph short. That means you look kind of little, right, in that picture.
To me, it looks like Gap Kids.
Oh no.
It look like Gap Kids. You know Gap, right? Okay. A brand usually for kids, right? So she looked like Gap Kids.
No, it still looks like a model, but it looks like a 12-year-old.
Look like 12-year-olds, right? Remember in American culture when they say that you look like 12, it doesn't mean that you look exactly like 12. It just means you look too young for your age, right? So you're gonna say you look like 12, okay? Right. So you look too young for your age. Okay. Right. Để người châu Á sang đấy rất hay bị gặp cái câu đó, đúng không? You look like 12, okay?
It's like a model, but it looks like a 12-year-old. Okay, thanks, Sunday. Last but not least, Nicole.
Hi.
They say they use last but not least a lot in speaking.
So Nicole, what Hapa were you?
I was Malagasy and Japanese.
Okay, let's see your best shot.
It's stunning. From top to toe. Look in your eyes.
Do you like this one? Right. That's why they say that the other one look kind of empty, right? You can see that kind of something's going on in her eyes in this case, right? That's what they call high fashion, whatever.
You've made it very modern.
I think it
Right? You make it very modern, right?
absolutely stunning. I think
Right? She used again the word stunning.
you look so graceful.
Right? So graceful.
And with all that carrying on up in your neck of trees, you did not lose your neck.
And you didn't lose your neck. You didn't show her neck somehow.
Okay, thanks, Nicole.
Thank you.
So now it's time for the judges to deliberate. And when I call you...
Right? For the judge to what?
Now it's time for the judges to deliberate.
Right? That's kind of big word too, right? Deliberate. Right. So when you deliberate, what does it mean? You have a thorough discussion about something. Là chúng ta thảo luận rất kỹ. Đó là deliberate. Và nhớ cách cô ta đọc cái từ này, đúng không? Chúng ta gần như là gì đấy? Xóa tất, giống như từ eliminate. Nghe. Deliberate. When you have a thorough discussion of something.
Thank you.
So now it's time for the judges to deliberate. And when I call you back, I will announce Which one of you is going to go home?
Right, so which one's gonna go home?
So now it is time for us to deliberate and decide who is going home. Jennifer.
I think this girl really has something special.
For me, the body isn't working. Well,
Right, the body is working.
Aura, I think this is an incredible transformation.
Again, incredible transformation.
I mean, it looks like a different person altogether.
Right, they look like what?
I mean, it looks like a different person altogether.
Right, a different person altogether. Right, you know what does it mean? This one? Right, on together mean completely. Right, okay, on together.
I mean, it looks like a different person altogether.
Laura's picture to me has a feeling that I get from Jennifer's.
Right, so she got a feeling from her the same as she got feeling from the other model.
A beautiful shot, but I don't necessarily see a model.
Right, a beautiful shot but not necessarily a model. Right, tức là chụp hình thì đẹp nhưng mà không phải người mẫu.
And it's very important for these girls to bring fashion into these pictures.
Right, they have to bring fashion into this picture.
Erin, she
Right, the empty one.
Comes across as insecure.
And she what?
Erin,
She comes across
Remember that structure? Right, she comes across
as insecure.
as insecure.
And she looks insecure
And she looked insecure. Trông rất là không tự tin, đúng không?
in this shot.
Brittany.
The thing about Britney is there's a lot going on here, and there's a lot that she didn't play with. If she didn't play with any of it.
This was one of my favorite wardrobes.
Right, this is one of my
This was one of my favorite wardrobe.
right, wardrobe. So, in a sense, wardrobe also mean outfit, right? Wardrobe. Okay. So, one of her favorite outfit, but
This was one of my favorite wardrobes of the day.
of the day.
And she gave me catalog
And what?
of the day. And she gave me catalog.
So, what does she mean?
Of the day. And she gave me catalog.
Right. She gave me catalog. Alright, okay. You know what does it mean catalog in fashion? Alright, we have high fashion, right? Thời trang cao cấp, and we have catalog, that means kind of commercial fashion. Right. Tức là thay vì thời trang cao cấp, khi người ta nói catalog người ta nói hàng chợ đấy, đúng không? Đấy. Đây là cái loại mà làm sao chỉ làm mẫu cho các loại hàng chợ đấy. Zara các thứ đấy. Đấy. Ok. Đấy. Tức là hàm ý để phân biệt ở đây là cái loại làm sao đẳng cấp, và còn đây là cái loại sao thị trường bình dân thôi, đúng không? Đấy. Là đáng nhẽ là phải chụp high fashion thì nhìn như là hàng chợ, nghe. Đấy. Mặc dù hàng chợ chả ai mặc cái đồ đấy, đúng không?
Of the day. And she gave me catalog. Sunday.
This show Sunday is actually one of my favourites of her.
Đấy, this is one of my favorite of her.
The issue is though,
The issue is that
it's the same kind of look again.
right, the same kind of look. She always look like this.
Is that her signature look?
Is that what her look?
Same kind of look again.
Is that her signature look?
Right, signature look. Okay. When you say something that your signature, what does it mean? It's a typical one, right? Right, signature, không phải signature nhé. Đấy. Cố gắng làm sao self correction người ta đọc như thế rồi mình vẫn đọc lại vẫn sai là nhá. Okay. Right. Signature, right? So you're gonna try the second one, right? Not signature, okay?
Same kind of look again.
Is that her signature look?
Right, signature look, okay? Đấy, thế khi chúng ta nói là cái gì tiêu biểu cho ai, ta sẽ bảo là that somebody's signature, right? He also has a signature song as well, right? Or tune, right? And you know that each TV show, radio program, they always have some kind of music going on with that. Right? That's considered the score signature song or tune for that one. The other one is theme song. Đấy, tức là chúng ta gọi là bài hát nhạc hiệu à? Đó, nhạc hiệu này, nó không phải là nhạc nền, đúng không? Nó là nhạc hiệu của chương trình ấy. Đấy. Đấy, ví dụ như là cái gì đây là Đài Tiếng Nói Việt Nam thì nó có cái gì nhỉ? Đấy, nó có cái nhạc gì đó đúng không? Đấy chính là signature tune hoặc là theme song. Đấy, còn nhạc nền chỉ là đơn giản là nhạc, nó có thể có nhiều loại nhạc nền khác nhau, nhạc hiệu chỉ có một thôi đúng không? Đấy.
Same kind of look again.
Is that her signature look?
That's her only look.
That's her only look. It's not just signature look.
Well, I guess it is her signature look.
No, guys, you wrong. Some has 3 looks, and here it is.
Alright, actually she had 3.
1, 2, 3.
He made fun of that model again.
I mean, she looks 12, but she looks like a fierce 12.
Again, she looks 12.
Nicole.
It's beautiful. It's a great picture.
I think it's stunning.
This one has only one word, right? Stunning. She really needs to expand her vocabulary a little bit. Yeah. Stunning. But for that, thanks for that, you're gonna remember this one. Yeah. Stunning.
It's a great picture.
I think it's stunning.
Actually, in order to remember this one, you should turn to your classmate and say you look stunning. Right? Okay. And then you look also stunning. Okay. You too. So you're gonna remember that one.
There's angles, there's geometry there.
There's some.
Hey, that's geometry here. Như là hình học ấy, cái cân đối. Muốn khi mà đã tán thì
There's angles, there's geometry there.
đấy, chúng ta cách cô ta đọc cái chữ hình học cái nào?
Stunning.
There's angles, there's geometry there.
Geometry. Right. Yeah. So we're gonna try the second one, geometry. The third one actually, geometry. Not geometry, geometry here.
Stunning.
There's angles, there's geometry there.
There's something special about this girl.
Something special about this girl. For what it's worth, she is the winner of that season. Okay. Right. And it's no surprise.
We've reached a decision.
So we reached a decision.
Six beautiful young ladies stand before me.
Right, so this is kind of a ritual, right? So if you are watching this show, you know that the host gonna hold some kind of picture in her hand and gonna say that 6 or 7 or n beautiful young ladies standing in front of me, and I only have n -1, right? Photos in my hands, whatever, right?
But I only have 5 photos in my hands. And these photos represent the 5 of you that are still in the running towards becoming America's next top model.
Right, so represent who?
That are still in the running. These photos represent the 5 of you that are still in the running towards.
Right, the 5 of you are still in the running towards. Remember towards.
Represent the 5 of you that are still in the running towards becoming America's next top model. The first thing that I'm going to call is Best Photo, and will be displayed.
Who do you think will win the best photo? Yeah, it's the last one. Right?
In your beautiful home here in Hawaii as digital art. Nicole. Congratulations, Nicole. You're still in the running towards becoming America's next top model.
Thank you.
Runner-up for Best Photo.
Who is the runner-up? Do you think who is that one? The monkey butt or the Asian?
Is Jennifer.
Actually, it's the Asian one. Right?
Congratulations, Jennifer. Laura.
I like the other picture better.
Sunday.
So that's the bottom 2. Right?
Will Brittany and Aaron please step forward? 2 beautiful young ladies stand before me.
Right, again, 2 beautiful ladies standing before me. But I only have 1 photo in my hand. Which one do you think is gonna go home? The brunette or blonde? The blonde is gonna go home.
But I only have 1 photo in my hands. And this photo represents the girl that is still in the running towards becoming America's next top model. I'll only call one name, and the girl that I do not call must immediately return to your home here in Maui. Pack your belongings and go. So
So it's getting very difficult right now in this competition. So now the judges are looking at body of work.
Right, now the judge is gonna looking at
Competition. So now the judges are looking at body of work. Competition. So now the judges are looking at body of work.
right. The judge is gonna looking at body of work. Right. Right. So when you say body of work, that means they don't judge individually anymore, right? They're gonna look the whole thing, right? The whole profile or portfolio to in judging, right? Đây hàm ý là đánh giá tổng thể đấy, đúng không? Body of work, toàn bộ những gì mình làm so far, chứ không phải là nhìn vào từng bức ảnh nữa rồi, đúng không? So it's no individual judging anymore, right? It's gonna be the whole thing, body of work.
Competition. So now the judges are looking at body of work. They're looking at potential.
Right, they're looking at potential.
And when they think about you, Brittany, they see this gorgeous girl that has had great pictures and then okay picture.
Right, so she got some great picture and then some okay pictures.
But what's starting to happen is your pictures are becoming formulaic.
Right, but your pictures start becoming what?
But what's starting to happen is your pictures are becoming formulaic.
Right, formulaic. You know what does it mean? Formula. Right. Alright. So it comes. This one comes from formula. Right. Tức là bức tranh của cô, ảnh của cô bắt đầu trở thành như kiểu gì đấy, công thức rồi, đúng không? Formulaic. Okay. That means it's not flexible anymore. It's nothing new. Everything is gonna look the same.
What's starting to happen is your pictures are becoming formulaic, as opposed to.
What's that?
Pictures are becoming formulaic, as opposed to inspiring.
Right? As opposed to inspiring. So when you say something's A as opposed to B, what does it mean? You emphasize that it's exactly A and not B. Right? Khi ta nói như này có nghĩa là tôi muốn nhấn mạnh nó phải là cái thằng A này mà không phải là gì đấy, thằng B. Đấy. Okay. Ví dụ tôi mà đi du lịch chỉ có ở khách sạn 5 sao chứ không có chuyện ở nhà nghỉ. Okay. Đấy. Đấy. Sẽ nói là gì? I only stay in a 5-star hotel as opposed to motels. Okay. Đấy. Nhấn rất mạnh là tôi chỉ làm cái loại này mà không là gì đấy, cái loại kia. Thế thì hình chụp của cô bây giờ chỉ là công thức mà không còn là inspiring, không còn có cái sự sáng tạo nữa.
Formulaic, as opposed to your pictures are becoming formulaic, as opposed to inspiring. And then we have Erin, a girl who has a very memorable face.
She has a very memorable face.
A girl that takes beautiful photos, but for some reason is standing in her own way and doing something that we...
Remember standing in her own way? Right?
Standing in her own way and doing something that we call self-sabotage.
Right? And do something we call...
And doing something that we call self-sabotage.
Right? What we call self-sabotage. Right? Right? What does it mean when they say somebody do something self-sabotage? That they do harm to themselves, right? They do harm to themselves. Tức là tự mình làm sao hại mình, đấy, gọi là self-sabotage. Từ này đọc đặc biệt các bạn chú ý nhé. Thực ra nó đọc rất dễ, biết thế nào đọc như thế. Sabotage, okay? Right. Okay, that's kind of a formal structure, right? In formal one, you can say that shoot yourself. When you shoot yourself in the foot. Right. Rồi, tự mình bắn vào chân mình, tự mình bắn vào chân mình này, đúng không? Này. Shoot yourself in the foot. Này. Đấy. Tự mình bắn vào chân mình. Self-sabotage.
And doing something that we call self-sabotage. Becoming intimidated and letting that get in the way.
Becoming intimidated, right? And let that get in the way.
So who stays in the competition?
So who stays?
Erin, you have to get out of your own way.
So the blonde's gonna stay, right? You have to get out of your own way.
You cannot be intimidated.
You cannot be intimidated. You know what that word? Intimidate, right? Right. When you are intimidated by something, you are threatened by that kind of thing. Đúng không? Là chúng ta bị làm sao? Sợ, bị đe dọa bởi cái thứ đó. Đúng không? Mất tự tin bởi vì cái thứ gì đó. Intimidate. Okay.
You cannot be intimidated. You have to look at somebody like me and imagine me in my underwear.
Right. So look at somebody like me and imagine me in my underwear, right? That's the tip, right? Every time you feel like you are losing confidence, right? You have to look at someone and imagine that person in underwear, right? Just don't do it right now, but okay, that's a tip.
That's more intimidating. But imagine
That even more intimidating. Như thế lại còn nghe không sao? Sợ hơn.
something.
But imagine something.
Don't let that intimidation get in the way because it's going to mess you up.
Because you're gonna what? Mess you up. Remember that structure?
Get in the way because it's going to mess you up. Congratulations. Still no one enjoys becoming America's Next Top Model.
Okay, let's go in point structure. On the nose, right? Fully honest. Right? Break out the rut. Stuck in a rut. And get out the rut. Let's watch a sample clip for this one.
How was the yoga retreat?
Right, so this one's back from a retreat.
How was the yoga retreat?
Amazing.
Right, amazing.
I met someone. I'm in
Yeah, so I'm in love.
love. And I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking.
I say that all the time.
I say that all the time. Every time she came back from a trip, she's in love. Right,
But this time it's real.
right, but this time real.
And I know I always say this
But every time she says that this time it's real.
time it's real, but this time it's really real.
So the next time is gonna be really, really real.
His name's Lowell, and he's Australian.
Alright, so expect to hear some Australian accent.
And he comes.
I have missed you.
Ông chồng thấy vợ ngắm kinh quá, ngắm dài kinh quá. Tìm cây bút về. Jumped.
So handsome. What do you do after work?
Well, last night, for example, I crafted Jules' necklace.
Đấy, tức là gì? Làm cho cô này kia vòng đeo cổ, necklace.
It's made from the grains of
Đấy, nó làm từ những cái sợi cát, những hạt cát mà do em đã đứng ở trên đó.
sand that you were standing on when I saw you for the first
Khi anh nhìn thấy em lần đầu tiên.
time. I remember the sun was
Ô kìa, rồi.
setting and the water was
Đấy, mặt trời lặn mà nước thì xanh như mắt em.
as blue as your
Anh đã đẹp trai rồi lại còn lãng mạn được khổ.
eyes.
We met at a bar that burnt down in an insurance fire.
Hôm nay mình là vợ chồng tôi gặp nhau ở cái quán bar mà nó cháy vì insurance file là gì các bạn biết không? So you burn down the whole thing to get insurance. Right? Đốt để mà lấy hết tiền bảo hiểm. Tức là người yêu là không còn cái gì để còn lại để mà làm vòng cổ này.
There wasn't a whole lot left to make a necklace.
Necklace. Đấy. Thế nên là đấy, sau này mà nếu mà các bạn quen nhau ở ngọng ấy thì chúng ta làm kỷ niệm bằng cái gì cho nhau? Đấy, kết bằng những cái tờ 1.000 đấy. Kỷ niệm rất đẹp. Đấy, chứ bạn nào cần đổi tiền 1.000 để mà đấy thì ta có thể đổi theo tỷ lệ 2:1 nghe.
So, how long have you
Đấy, hai người cưới nhau bao lâu rồi?
guys been married? Oh, what, 7 years?
Đấy, pretty a long time. Đấy,
September 14th, yeah.
đấy ngày 19 tháng 4, 11.
Today's September 14th.
Today is really, it's actually September 14th.
No, no, it's not September 14th. It would mean it's our anniversary. Oh my God, it's our anniversary.
So they even forgot their anniversary.
I can't believe we forgot our anniversary. Okay, let's not overreact. You know who we're turning
Anh có biết là chúng ta đang trở thành cái loại người gì không?
into? That sad couple
Đấy, cái đôi set, cái đôi mà rất buồn thảm đấy đó.
in Ohio who just sat around in their sweatpants and watched TV
And hate each other.
and hated each other all day. My parents? Yes.
Đó là ông bà gì đấy? Ông bà nội.
You're fine, mate. Let's go deeper.
Let's go deeper. Let's do some research, right? See why, right?
How often do you make love?
Yeah.
Excuse me, that's pretty, I don't know why. How often do you, make love?
So how about you guys first?
I mean, not often, 4 or 5 times a week. But my darling Jules pleasures me every day.
Every day? Why?
Why?
Because he likes it, and so do I.
What is there to like? Like, all the days. I think that we're getting sidetracked here.
Vợ chồng được sửng sốt chứ mỗi người sửng sốt một kiểu.
The point is, Monday, Tuesday.
How often do you eat it?
Never.
Người thì nói less, người nói gì đấy? Never.
Don't you miss it, Bob?
I do now, very much, yes. I forgot our anniversary. Now she thinks we're in a rut.
Right, so his wife think now the relationship's in a rut. Right?
And I don't even have an anniversary present.
How about instead of getting her a gift, you throw her a party?
So throw her a surprise party.
Great idea. I'll throw her a surprise party. Tonight. I'll send her out for a massage. She comes back. Surprise. No more rut.
No more rut. Còn nhớ hai cái anh mà trong cái mà If I Have a Nickel thuê phải một cái anh ho đấy. Hai ông này.
Okay, Amy's here. Everyone back.
Right, so she's back. Everyone's inside.
Up. Stay quiet until the lights come on. Shh. Honey? Yeah, look at the lights. Oh, no. Look at the lights. Trust me, it's sexier.
So that means the wife also has her own plan to get out the rut. Right? What does she do? Yeah.
This way, come here. No, I should really. Oh.
Again, 3 hours, remember? Các anh hỏi là why you guys in the dark? So somebody turn on the light and you see that. The wife so embarrassed.
How long were you gonna let me go on
Đấy, anh còn để cho tôi tiếp tục được sao? Bao lâu nữa?
for? You know me. Minute.
Em biết anh chỉ cần gì đây. Cái này hơi bậy tí các bạn hiểu thì hiểu thôi.
My marriage is over.
Đấy, so his friends say that my marriage is over.
I've been fighting it and fighting it, but you know what? When I really think about it, what Val and I had, it wasn't a marriage. What you guys have is a marriage. I've seen firsthand what an amazing couple you guys are. You got an incredible kid. You support each other, and you guys are solid. If you're in a rut,
Right, so if you guys are in a rut,
God, I want to be in that rut someday.
I want to be in that rut someday. Okay. So in a rut, get out the rut from head to toe, right? Register on somebody's face, kind of emotion, nail it, take the worst right out of somebody's mouth, pull back on, right? Signature, and we have signature tune or theme song, right? She looks 12, right? Look like a 12 years old, as opposed to, right? And self-sabotage, shoot oneself in the foot, right? So you remember, imagine somebody in underwear to build up your confidence. Let's watch one more sample clip. What could go wrong with this one?
I just kind of wanted to do an end talk.
Right. So they make fun of TED Talk by saying it's ad talk.
Congratulations, this is huge. Why don't you come close? I'm going to share my opening joke.
Alright, so he's gonna try his opening joke to break the ice.
Why was the computer stressed out when it got home? Because it had a hard drive.
Nobody's laughing.
Well, this thing's obviously broken. So as our lives become easier,
So he's gonna be next, right?
the computers doing our jobs will be the ones who will need therapy. And Thanks to my algorithm, you'll be able to get it. Reminds me of a joke.
Do you think what kind of jokes you're gonna tell?
Why was the computer stressed out when I got home from work?
So he actually stole the joke from that one, right?
Because it had a hard drive. No, he stole my joke.
What's wrong?
The guy before me stole my joke.
Why would he steal that? Awesome joke.
Because of its awesomeness, Gabby. And now I'm about to go on, and something weird's happening to me. My hands are shaking, and I'm starting to sweat.
Right, so we have kind of a nerves attack.
Okay, well, it's just stage fright, okay? It happens to everybody.
Not me. Oh, wow, my chest is tight.
Okay, just take a deep breath. If it gets bad during your talk, just picture the audience in their underwear.
Alright, so it gets bad. Just picture audience in their underwear.
Hi. I'm John Stamitzky. And today I'd like to talk to you about it worked.
So it actually works.
Today, I would like to talk to you about alternate paths to success. Uh-oh. How do we measure success? Success. Oh, it's hard. It is really hard. I wish it wasn't hard. But it is. Each have our own path. Is it straight? Not always. Is it long? Everything's relative.
Okay. So be careful with that tip. Okay. You are not sure. Now what solution? Bây giờ chúng ta có thời gian để mà collect answer for this one. Chúng ta sẽ tôi cho bạn đáp án luôn. Nào vẫn còn a lot of stuff to go.
But it's a young man's game, and I'm past my prime time.
Next.
Past prime.
I couldn't find out who the demon is, but at least I ruled out usual suspects. Next.
Even for us, it's like so much easier. It's like night and day, and the speed is just 10 times faster to build stuff.
Next.
And no one seems to care about you. You're not a priority, which means you are flying under the radar.
Next.
He just sat there and he just stared at me. No, I remember I was like dripping with sweat and he's just staring at me.
Next.
There's an upside and a downside to most memory processes. An example of this would be unwanted recollections that people can't forget.
Next.
Most important, these are interesting jobs that stretch the boundaries of what we know and what we can do.
Next.
In Israel, Gaza, and the West Bank, in Syria, and Iraq, my friends, we really need to break down some barriers and explore those possibilities.
Next.
She's working incredibly hard to make new resources available to farmers and ranchers as they begin their careers and businesses. This is where she lives and breathes every day. That comes right from her heart.
Next.
Smile, baby! The camera loves you.
Next.
This is why you don't meet people on the internet.
You're married. You don't get to have an opinion about my pathetic forays into internet dating.
Next.
Congratulations to Rotary, and congratulations for the terrific work on polio and for being on the verge, this close, of making history.
Next.
Right now, right this minute, there's a bunch of pissed off people going to be gunning for your heads, eh? Then you need to do is lay low somewhere.
Next.
You know, I have to tell you, your Ruby isn't natural at this. She's very photogenic.
Next.
I just want you to know that nothing is going to get in the way of our friendship.
Next.
What is quite important in this is that you have more upside than downside into whatever you're doing.
Next.
I know you, Phoebe, inside and out. I know what you're looking for in a man. Believe me, I am an expert in you.
Next.
We can use some of the tried and true things we've done in the past and combine them with new and innovative approaches.
Next.
Look, Liza, if you want to get serious about a settlement...
I'm tripping what? Let me change first. Or better yet, why don't you meet me at the hot tub?
Next. I don't know if this is the best time to mention it, but the big guy's kind of bawling his eyes out. Next.
Thank you very much. We got one of the longest, if not the longest, and most intense standing ovation of anybody who'd appeared before Tim.
Next.
I was thinking a lot about what you said about not wanting to date me while I was still, emotionally attached to my ex-wife.
I said you were still hopelessly in love with her.
I played up with her.
Next.
Baby shopping, sir?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I was. Phoebe's pregnant.
That's it's wonderful news, but I don't understand why you're...
Oh, just keeping up appearances, Trying to act like any normal father-to-be.
Next.
If you want Valentina back, you can't tell her what's wrong with Ethan. You have to remind her of what's right with you.
That's the best advice I never got.
What? And just so you know, I'm rooting for you.
Next.
And now, Love You Inside Out by the Bee Gees going out to Jackie Burkhart from Stephen Hyde.
Oh, see now, Stephen loves me and wants everyone to know it.
Requested by Jackie Burkhart.
Next.
Wait, think she's hotter than me?
It's apples and oranges. She's younger than you.
Well, just saying, like, me in my prime versus her in her prime.
Next.
Oh, look at you, huh? I know you probably didn't have the best sleep last night, but it's paying off. The old Ricky is fighting his way back.
Next.
Then she sent me here, but the security guard wouldn't let me in without an ID. I'd come so far, only to be sent packing by that security guard.
Next.
What do you think it does to a girl when you see their daddy fighting?
I think it shows them that their dad is strong and will protect them.
No. It shows them a role model who solves problems with violence.
Next.
Wait, you know what? Don't touch your food.
Why?
Bill and I have a lot planned, and I just think it's better this way.
So I don't really know where this leaves us.
Where this leaves us.
Next.
Alan, are you ready yet?
The question is, are you?
You got a surprise for him.
Yeah, I was gonna get you a dozen roses, but I thought the balloons were cuter.
Cheaper.
6 of one, half off the other.
I'm not sure this is something we should be celebrating.
Next.
Gorgeous. Something.
Sometimes it takes a friend to make a picture perfect. But a picture perfect friendship? Well, that's just a box.
Next.
Conrad, Bean, and the other astronauts of Apollo will go down in history as the first to step off our planet.
Next.
There's a sort of evil out there. Something very, very strange in these old woods. Call it what you want. The darkness, presence. It takes many forms. But it's been out there for as long as anyone can remember.
Next.
Look, Gabby, when you left, it was horrible. I was a mess. So I threw myself into work.
Next.
I am actually talking about tried and tested methods that work with the grain of nature, such as restoring degraded soils with organic matter.
Next.
There he is. Ready to see how real men cook?
Out of the way, boys! Tonight, Mama's making
Out of the way.
dinner.
Next.
No, don't rip the dress to make it fit me. Oh no, I'm not ripping it. It's called a zipper, see?
Oh, yeah, wise witch made this. Yeah, and wise witches in this century keep a low profile. You slip this dress on, you'll blend right in.
Next.
You know what? You haven't changed at all. You're still the same neurotic, overbearing control freak I threw out a year ago.
You're not going to throw me out again because I have changed. Tonight, I'm leaving you.
Instead of you throw me out, I'm leaving you. Right.
As it turns out, a distinction without a difference.
Next.
And when they came back, something had changed. He had made them sick. Whatever he'd done to them. They'd be afraid to speak out.
Speak out.
They'd be sworn to secrecy.
Next.
A presidential race that's breaking all the rules.
Tonight, the final face-off before
Face off.
Florida voters choose.
Next.
Clearly, getting struck by lightning is a sign.
Normally, people struck by lightning have a wound where the bolt entered and exited the body.
The tree was struck and it fell on me. Big difference.
No, actually, medically, it isn't the same difference, and it would be helpful if, from now on, you told us the whole truth.
Next.
I already can't walk. I can't eat. You telling me that the rest of my life is in this bed? I'd rather just get this over with. I've been trapped in this useless body long enough. It'd be nice to finally get out.
Get out and go where? You think you're going to sprout wings and start flying around with the other angels? Don't be an idiot. There is no after. There's just this.
House, you can't let a dying man take solace in his beliefs. His beliefs are stupid.
Next.
The reason the Wildcats are so good is not because of what's in here. It's because of what's in here.
Press.
No heart. That's what wins football games.
All right, now you all heard the little lady. Let's hit the road. We got a game to play.
Next.
Hit the road.
Christy, I'm a friend of your mother's.
Not interested.
Wait. I just want you to know that she's going through a tough time. She's got cancer.
Okay, now I know. Have a nice day.
Oh, come on, she's your mother.
My mother was a drunk and a drug addict who abandoned me more times than I can count. So you'll have to excuse me if I'm rooting for the cancer.
Root for cancer.
Next.
You have to understand that we were so far in the hole. The only way out was by getting creative. So I started thinking outside the box.
All right, outside the box.
Like the box was here, and I was way over here thinking.
Okay, that's thinking outside the box. Okay. Now, Funny TV, how many states and other jurisdictions does United States of America have, guys? Okay, we have 50 states and 2 other jurisdictions, right? First, District of Columbia, and then Puerto Rico. Right? Đó là Washington DC chính là gì đấy? District of Columbia. And Puerto Rico được coi là một cái jurisdiction nữa. Còn Hawaii và gì đấy? Alaska đều là gì? States, right? So, is it easy to pronounce state names? No. Anybody want to try those? Somebody? Nào, Phương Anh thế nào? Go ahead. Delete Y. Ok. Đấy, từ này chúng ta đọc nhấn âm đầu tiên, sound thứ hai, nó sẽ là giáo đâu vậy? Ok. How about this one? Đấy. Đấy, từ này nó đặc biệt ở cái chỗ là nó there is no S at the end, so it's Arkansas, đúng không? Đấy. Đấy. And this one, S becomes Z, so it's Missouri or Missouri, đúng không? But it must be a Z sound, right? So when you go study in the United States, the important thing is that at least you pronounce correctly, right? The name of the university and state names during scholarship. Montana, right? Okay. And this one is. Ok, đây là một cái từ mà nó xoa nhiều đấy, cho chúng ta không nói là Connecticut, đúng không? Đấy. Nó sẽ là gì? Connecticut, right? Connecticut, yeah. So it's not easy to pronounce those one. Wyoming, right? Okay. Right. Okay. So let's watch pronunciation clip and pay attention to how state names are pronounced. Tôi sẽ gửi cho các bạn cái clip này về nhà. Ok. Đấy, và chúng ta có thể nghe lại, đọc cho đúng state names. Nhớ là đi phỏng vấn học bổng ấy thì check trước là cái bang ấy đọc thế nào. Okay. Right. It's gonna be kind of funny. em có phải research em lấy bài. Okay. Now let's listen. All right. State name pronunciation.
Okay, let's go. These states are in alphabetical order.
So it's going to be alphabet order. Right?
Repeat after me. Alabama, Alaska.
Alright, remember we try the first one, Alaska, right?
Arizona, Arkansas. The final S is silent.
Alright, so Arkansas, the final S is silent.
California, Colorado, Connecticut.
Alright, nhớ nha, Connecticut, right? Again, not Connecticut, yeah.
Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii.
Right, đừng quên chữ Y cuối cùng. Đó, not Hawaii, Hawaii, right?
Idaho, Illinois. The final
Again, no S, Illinois.
S is silent. Indiana, Iowa, Kansas.
And S becomes Z, right? Kansas. Yeah.
Kentucky,
Right. Chúng ta xoa âm đầu tiên với này là Kentucky, right? Kentucky.
Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts,
Right,
Massachusetts, Massachusetts,
sau âm thứ hai là âm xoa, Massachusetts. Right.
Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota,
Nhớ là âm đầu tiên là âm xoa, Dakota, right? Dakota.
Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin,
Right? Wisconsin.
and Wyoming. Very good.
Right. So is it hard or easy to remember all 50 states? Right. Let's watch a short French clip in which Chandler challenged Ross, PhD and a college professor, to a game of naming all 50 US states in 6 minutes. Right. Let's see how Ross performed that one.
Hey everybody, happy Thanksgiving. No. What, are we keeping Thanksgiving a secret this year?
No, we were playing this game I learned at work. You have to name all the states in 6 minutes.
What? That's like insanely easy.
Right. He thought it's insanely easy.
No, it's a lot harder than it sounds. You always forget at least one. Oh, okay, time's up.
All right, I got 48.
Oh, it's not bad.
Say hello to the new champ of Chandler's Dumb States Game.
Well, how many you got?
56.
Done. with time to spare.
Ooh, this may be a new world's record.
You know, I hate to lecture you guys, but it's kind of disgraceful that a group of well-educated adults and Joey...
The well-educated adult and Joey...
can't name all the states. You ever see a map or one of those round, colorful things called a globe?
Magellan?
Magellan, tức là Magellan đấy. He actually got only 46.
46 states.
What? That's impossible.
46. Well, who's well educated now, Mr. I forgot 10 states?
Hi, Tag. What are you doing here?
I wanted to see if your offer to spend Thanksgiving with you was still good.
Well, sure. Come in. Well, what happened to your girlfriend?
We, kind of broke up this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so she went back to Ohio.
Ohio, thank you. I did not get this.
Still, right, after several hours, he still not get all of them.
I'm a college professor. I got 1450 on my SATs. Hey, look, Phoebe, I laid out the states geographically.
He even lay out the state geographically, right?
No, we don't really have time for this right now.
Boss, you need some help?
From you? Yes, please. America. When I finish this game, I swear I am moving.
Everyone's finished dinner. He's still working on that.
Okay, maybe this is so hard because there aren't 50 states.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I have 49 states. And there are no more. Now, I think I should be able to eat something.
It's up to you.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. Thanks for having me over, you guys.
Tag, you're going? We didn't even get a chance to talk. So where did you say you're from again?
Colorado.
What good are you?
So the middle of the night, right? He came back with that final answer.
Delaware.
Do you want to forget Delaware?
Delaware. All right. I want my turkey now.
You got Nevada twice.
That means still one missing, right? Okay. Right? So we can tell it's not really easy, right? He's a college professor, he's a native speaker, and he can name all states, right? Let alone us. So what should be one of the best ways to remember state names? Is watching Miss USA Beauty Contest, right? Because we have contestants from all over the USA to participate in this one. So we're going to have a very fun group activity, right? You're going to listen to an excerpt from Miss USA in which contestants from unspecified number of states and jurisdictions of the US are briefly introduced. You only have one listen, right? Clue for each participating state, contestant name will be mentioned first, followed by their age and then hometown, and finally the state of jurisdiction. Đấy, mỗi khi người ta giới thiệu một thí sinh ấy, bao giờ là tên cô này, rồi đến gì đấy, tuổi, rồi đến là quê hương, tức là gọi là thị trấn đấy, đúng không? Hoặc là thành phố, và cuối cùng mới là gì đấy, bang. Đấy, okay. Thế thì nhiệm vụ các bạn ấy là khi các bạn nghe cái bang nào ta đánh dấu vào, đúng không? Và sau đó thì xem là bang nào không tham dự trong lần này hoặc là bang nào bị bỏ ra. Okay, right? Okay. So you're gonna write down the answer to the following question on a piece of paper. How many states can you identify from the club? Just provide the total number. Okay. And list name of states are missing. Đấy. Tức là tổng số bang mà chúng ta thấy là có tên ở trong cái clip giới thiệu này. Thế còn bang nào mà vắng ấy chúng ta list ra. Mọi người rõ chưa nhỉ? Đấy, thì tôi khuyên các bạn là nếu như chúng ta thừa cái tờ này thì đấy, mỗi nhóm dùng một cái tờ này riêng, đúng không? Để làm câu trả lời. Okay. Đây chúng ta cứ nghe, chúng ta chỉ nghe một lần thôi và đánh dấu vào để cứ nghe được bang nào thì đánh dấu xuống, sau đó thì khớp với nhau. Ok, thế thì nhóm ta vẫn chia thế 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Đấy, hàng cuối cùng là 13, đúng không? 14, 15. Cái kia 4 bạn đấy là 1 nữa là 16. Đúng nhỉ? Đúng rồi. Đấy, chúng ta có 16 đội lần này. Hàng thứ 5 chia 2 và hàng thứ 5 nó chia 3, nhưng hàng thứ 6 thì làm ra chỉ có 1 thôi, đúng không? Ok. Đấy. Thế bạn ngồi sau có thể thuộc về các bạn ngồi trước, không sao cả. Yeah, you ready? You have only one lesson, so really pay attention. And it's kind of hard, right, for this one.
Jessica Hohenzoff, 19, Boise, Idaho. Kelsey Moore, 19, El Paso, Texas. Davina Reeves, 26, Chicago, New York. Kendra Clark, 20, Mount Washington, Kentucky. Nicole Johnson, 24, Westlake Village, California. Nicole Hood, 24, Manchester, New Hampshire. Tucker Perry, 21, Franklin, Tennessee. Ashley Braddock, 24, Homer Glen, Illinois. Sarah Temple, 21, Eagle River, Alaska. Nadia Shui Moffitt, 25, High Point, North Carolina. Claire Snyder, 23, Gillette, Wyoming. Lacey Wilson, 26, Boston, Massachusetts. Rachel Long, 21, South Carolina. Juliana Urdez, 25, Reno, Nevada. Morgan Bullard, 21, Moore, Oklahoma. Brittany Bell, 22, Chandler, Arizona. Allison Bailey, 21, North Vernon, Indiana. Ashley Strohmeyer, 21, Jefferson City, Missouri. Sarah Brooks, 22, Lafayette, Louisiana. Denise Ortiz, 20, Essex, Vermont. Emily Ann Miller, 22, Irene, South Dakota. Katie Whittier, 26, New Gloucester, Maine. Jessica Hartman, 19, Pueblo, Colorado. Catherine Connors, 20, Bettendorf, Iowa. Erica Goldsmith, 23, Mineral Wells, West Virginia. Shanoa Green, 24, Echo, New Jersey. Amanda Temple, 20, St. Bernard, Ohio. Samantha Casey, 21, Jeffersonton, Virginia. Megan Clementi, 26, Orlando, Florida. Rosanna Aguilar, 24, Las Cruces, New Mexico. Elizabeth Yancet, 20, Billings, Montana. Courtney Lopez, 20, Racine, Wisconsin. Brianna Ponders, 20, Mount Olive, Mississippi. Audrey Moore, 20, Birmingham, Alabama. Bethany Gerber, 21, Winfield, Kansas. Tracy Tanner, 24, Seattle, Washington. Nate Paul, 24, Mitchell, Oregon. Taylor Kearns, 20, Fargo, North Dakota. Simone Feldman, 23, North Potomac, Maryland. Julie Citro, 26, Wilmington, Delaware. Adriel Churchill, 24, Dover, Arkansas. Katia Feinstein, 20, Centerville, Utah. Cassidy Lance, 25, Savannah, Georgia. Gina Sorelli, 24, Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Belinda Wright, 21, Scotia, Nebraska. Renee Mokihana Nobriga, 26, Pukukea, Hawaii. Mackenzie Green, 21, District of Columbia. Courtney Becerra, 20, Duluth, Minnesota. Christina Primavera, 23, Narragansett, Rhode Island. Ashley Bickford, 25, Torrington, Connecticut. Remus McKee, 24, Dearborn, Michigan.
Nào, sẽ biết bài. Trong khi các bạn làm về phát nốt, buổi sau ta bắt đầu sang show khoa học đầu tiên của chúng ta là Shark. Okay. Cái này sẽ có 2 handout nhé, một cái là glossary, những cái thuật ngữ khó, và một cái là câu hỏi nghe. Nhớ là chúng ta có thêm 2 handout nữa các bạn nhé. Đội nào nộp cuối cùng chứa 2 điểm. Sao biết thẳng một tờ ấy. Pass xuống just in case. Nhớ là viết tổng số bang có mặt và viết những bang thiếu, tên những bang thiếu ra.
Cái này có. Cái nào? Bên này á? Bên này á? Có hai là bên này. Bên này có. Cái này có.
Một nhóm đã xong. Nhóm 15. Hai nhóm. Ba nhóm. 4 nhóm. 5 nhóm. 6 nhóm. 7 nhóm. 8 nhóm. 9 nhóm. 10. 11. 12. Ta có 4 nhóm nhưng chưa nộp là nhóm nào? Muốn trừ điểm không? 13. Nhóm số 8 này không đề là số bang, tổng số bang có mặt là bao nhiêu à?
10 là 52 trừ đi phải là 42 chứ. 52 trừ 12 trừ 10. Trừ 10 trong đấy thì là 10.
Bang và jurisdiction.
10. Tôi bỏ đi.
13. Hết chưa nhỉ? Nhóm số 7 là 40. Nhóm số 3 là 42. Đúng nhỉ? Nhóm 13 là 40. Nhóm số 8 là không đề. Nhưng mà đề ra 4 nhóm bang mixing như vậy là chắc là 48 gì? Nhóm 11 là 38. Này nghe thiếu thấy rất ít bang tham dự. Nhóm số 5 là 49. Nhóm số 4 là 31. Nhóm số 10 là 38. Chưa ai trả lời đúng. Nhóm 16 là 35. Nhóm 14 là 39. Nhóm số 6 là 43. 43. Number 1 là 46. Okay. Right. Number 12 là 40. 9, 42. Right. And number 2 is 46. And last but not least, 15. 50. Tất nhiên là không nhóm nào trả lời đúng, đúng không? Đấy. Nhưng mà quan trọng là nhóm nào sai nhất. Now I'm gonna show you a solution. You're gonna count for yourself. Right.
Jessica Hollingsworth, 19, Boise, Idaho. Kelsey Moore, 19, El Paso, Texas. Davina Reeves, 26, Harlem, New York. Kendra Clark, 20, Mount Washington, Kentucky. Nicole Johnson, 24, Westlake Village, California. Nicole Hood, 24, Manchester, New Hampshire. Tucker Perry, 21, Franklin, Tennessee. Ashley Bradridge, 24, Homer Glen, Illinois. Sarah Temple, 21, Eagle River, Alaska. Nadia Shuey Moffitt, 25, High Point, North Carolina. Claire Snyder, 23, Gillette, Wyoming. Lacey Wilson, 26, Boston, Massachusetts. Rachel Long, 21, South Carolina. Juliana Urdez, 25, Reno, Nevada. Morgan Wooler, 21, Moore, Oklahoma. Brittany Bell, 22, Chandler, Arizona. Allison Bealey, 21, North Vernon, Indiana. Ashley Strohmeyer, 21, Jefferson City, Missouri. Sharon Brooks, 22, Lafayette, Louisiana. Ebony Ortiz, 20, Essex, Vermont. Emily Ann Miller, 22, Irene, South Dakota. Katie Whittier, 26, New Gloucester, Maine. Jessica Hartman, 19, Pueblo, Colorado. Catherine Connors, 20, Bettendorf, Iowa. Erica Goldsmith, 23, Mineral Wells, West Virginia. Chenoa Green, 24, Echo, New Jersey. Amanda Temple, 20, St. Bernard, Ohio. Samantha Casey, 21, Jefferson King, Virginia. Megan Clementi, 26, Orlando, Florida. Rosanna Aguilar, 24, Las Cruces, New Mexico. Elizabeth Amstead, 20, Billings, Montana. Courtney Lopez, 20, Racine, Wisconsin. Brianna Ponders, 20, Mount Olive, Mississippi. Audrey Moore, 20, Birmingham, Alabama. Bethany Gerber, 21, Winfield, Kansas. Tracy Tanner, 24, Seattle, Washington. Nate Paul, 24, Mitchell, Oregon. Taylor Kearns, 20, Fargo, North Dakota. Simone Feldman, 23, North Potomac, Maryland. Julie Sattell, 26, Wilmington, Delaware. Adriel Churchill, 24, Dover, Arkansas. Katya Feinstein, 20, Centerville, Utah. Cassidy Lance, 25, Savannah, Georgia. Gina Sorelli, 24, Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Belinda Wright, 21, Scotia, Nebraska. Renee Mokihana Nobriga, 26, Pukukea, Hawaii. Mackenzie Green, 21, District of Columbia. Courtney Becerra, 20, Duluth, Minnesota. Christina Primavera, 23, Narragansett, Rhode Island. Ashley Bickford, 25, Torrington, Connecticut. Remo Suki, 24, Dearborn, Michigan.
So correct answer is 51, right? The only missing jurisdiction is Puerto Rico. Nghe. Vậy đội chính xác nhất là đội số 15, đúng không? Đấy. Và đội đóng tiền đã biết rồi, đúng không? Một đội mà mất đến 1/3 và đội số 4. Nghe. Đóng cho lớp trưởng 5.000. Hãy nhớ là sang buổi 23 nó bắt đầu sang chủ đề Shark, đúng không? Last lap, when the geek meet America's Next Top Model. Khi mà Big Bang Theory guy mà gặp làm sao? Các cô ở trong America's Next Top Model, what they're gonna say? To each other, I mean.
14 finalists of America's Next Top Model have battled it out in a fierce fight throughout this competition. Some set a high standard. Awesome! While others hit bottom. Oh, my underwear's out! 3 girls have survived it all. And
That's the 3 finalists of that season.
tonight, one of them will be named America's Next Top Model. Will it be Nikki, the strong yet feminine beauty from Lake Forest, Illinois, who's shown consistent growth and improvement in her photos from week to week? Or will it be Annalie, the pretty and peace-loving girl from Sacramento, California?
Very long leg, you can tell.
Yeah, who's taken some impressive photos. Great! You did a good job. Annalie struggled initially to incorporate her figure skating background into her shoes. Or will it be Samantha, the athletic and adorable girl from Woodland Hills, California? Samantha turned it around the next week, getting the top photo. Yes! Can Samantha cast off her commercial side in time to save herself? Find out tonight who will be America's Next Top Model.
Great example of how you don't have to use teeth. Adorable, pretty, charming. It just looks to me like a headshot.
No.
Time. All right, Klingons, pencils down.
Okay, I have Pak.
Have it. Have it. Have it.
Hey guys, I need to use your TV.
What's wrong with your TV?
I don't know, it just died. I'm getting a bunch of static.
Did you pay your cable bill?
You sound just like the cable company. Alright, so Tyra Banks is about to kick someone off America's Next Top Model.
Excuse me, Penny, but we're playing Klingon Boggle.
What do you mean, all? Like she didn't know we were nerds?
All right, if you must watch them, muted with closed captions, please.
Fine.
All right, Boggle Warriors.
Look at those women. They're gorgeous.
Oh, look, there's the future Mrs. Wallowitz.
No, wait, that's the future Mrs. Wallowitz. With her head in the lap of, even what a coincidence, it's the future Mrs. Wallowitz.
Right, so everyone's gonna be his future wife.
Yeah, and they can all move in with you and your mother. The current Mrs. Wallowitz. Why is that Mrs. Wallowitz crying?
That's Anais. None of the other girls in the house like her.
House? What house?
They all live in a house together.
A house where?
I don't know, somewhere in LA.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that I'm within driving distance of a house filled with aspiring supermodels?
Yeah, I guess.
And they live together and shower together and have naked pillow fights? Hey, where are you going?
To pay my cable bill.
All right, pencils down. I have
Nobody cares.
Loch, Mach, and Chirch. Anybody got those?
Did I miss anything? Did I kick Giselle off?
Not yet, but her underwater photo shoot was an embarrassment.
There's the house. Freeze frame. Freeze frame.
Okay, so they try to locate the house where that is.
What are you doing?
Marking the star positions and physical landmarks so we can find the house of the supermodels.
Why? Isn't it obvious? Every week they kick out a beautiful girl, making her feel unwanted and without self-esteem. AKA the future Mrs. Howard Lawrence.
Hey guys, what I miss?
Giselle's hanging by a thread.
Oh, good, I hate her.
Then you're not invited to our wedding. So based on our triangulation, we've narrowed down the location of the top model house to 3 square miles in the Hollywood Hills. When we find it, you want to go with us?
To do what? Party with the pretty girls, dude.
Are you insane? You're not gonna party with them. You're not even gonna get anywhere near that place. That's what they said to Neil Armstrong about the moon. No one said anything of the kind to Neil Armstrong. The entire nation dedicated a decade of effort and treasure to put a man on the moon. Well, my fellow Americans, before this year is out, we will put a Wolowitz on one of America's top models. That's it.
There's the house. I found America's top models. Are you sure? Look, on the roof, Anais and Giselle are sunbathing.
European style.
You can recognize people on Google Earth?
Of course not. I got a buddy of mine at NORAD to have a spy drone fly over.
NORAD? You're using military aircraft?
It was already targeted to poke around a nuclear reactor in Siberia. I took it an hour out of its way, tops.
Oh, that's it. Confirmed. We now have the address of the top model house.
Okay, for the record, what you guys are doing is really creepy. You know what? If it's creepy to use the internet, military satellites, and robot aircraft to find a house full of gorgeous young models so that I can drop in on them unexpectedly, then fine, I'm creepy.
Recognize the 2 girls?
Yes, we're here to fix the cable.
I think we have satellite.
That's what I meant.
Oh. Okay, come on in.
She's taller than all the women in my family combined. What do we do now? Follow Mrs. Wolowitz.
Okay, yeah, done.
nghĩa là có tập em có tài năng khảo rồi về có
Đấy là câu hỏi.